Hey everyone, so I wasn't expecting the video to be so long. That first one was 10 minutes and my phone apparently doesn't let me record more than 10 minutes at a time, and then it shut off and died on me even though I was charging it, so it just must not like me. But anyways, I just want to point a few more things out about creating your brand. Under promising but over delivering. So never set yourself up with a bar too high. I'm not saying set your goals high, but as far as what you're going to do with other people, keep it at a lower setting, I guess. That way, people always feel like they are your passion. And not saying that they aren't, but they'll always feel special. Building your brand allows you to have leverage in your relationships. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. People will be able to follow you wherever you go, which is ties into building a tribe, having your network of people that want to go where you go. Another good point is following successful people that are good with attraction marketing, good with their brand. I think one of the best people out there right now, that's one of our uplines, our leaders, is Emily. She shows her brand. She puts it out there. She's honest. She's truthful. She's real in her videos. She's real in her posts. And I think that's important. I think that's why people trust her so much. They don't feel like they're talking to someone that's wearing a mask. So don't wear a mask. Be who you are and be real with people. But be positive. And lastly, I just want to make sure I hit everything really quick before I go on to choosing joy. When you build yourself around you and you're building your brand, this is going to display your talents, your strengths. This is going to help you find your niche. What do you bring to the table? And your brand is going to showcase you. It's going to show your gifts. How do you stand out? Are you unique? Because if you're not unique, then what's going to make that one person want to go to you instead of working with someone else? And be different. And don't be afraid to be different. So your brand is who you are, what you want people to think about when they hear your name. All right, enough about your brand. Let's go to choosing joy, which joy is super, super, super important. Let's be honest. And we could all use a little bit of it, right? Okay, so what is joy? Defined online, joy is a feeling of great happiness, and it's the feeling of rejoicing. So, before I go on to choosing joy, specifically and what that means, I challenge you right now to make a list of all the good things that happened to you today. Everything. Every little last thing. Because I guarantee you, there was a lot more good that happened. You just chose not to acknowledge it. And I think that's what happens. When I think of choosing joy, I think of how God intended us to be. He wants us to always seek Him in the midst of our trials, our fear, worry, whatever it is that's bothering us. We don't all have good days all the time, but it's choosing to see the good in all of that. And I think for me, that's praying to God and saying, okay, I'm having a hard time today and I'm not seeing joy in anything. Can you help me? And usually I always get an answer. And, I just can't help but think that choosing joy is super important, especially in this business, because let's face it, we can have a lot of down days. So I think by seeing joy in the little things, we actually help ourselves out because we aren't setting ourselves up for failure. If you talk to 3 new people today and they all respond, you should choose joy over that. It doesn't mean that you got a new customer. It just means that they were all interested in talking to you. And that's something to choose joy over. Don't take the opposite of that and going, no, no one ordered from me today. That is, I'll use it, it's a joy sucker. And I think we all fall into that category some days where, especially women, say that time of the month's coming around and everything has you wanting to throw stuff at the walls. I think we need to take those times, if you're a praying person, to pray, to read your Bible, to look at all the positives in your life, and then choose to seek every little thing and find the positivity in it, and that's going to help you choose joy. I think that we have things out there that steal our joy too often, and we let that define how our day's going to go, how our week's going to go, how our month's going to go, how our year's going to go, how our life's going to go. And it really does go like that. I've watched family members that could choose joy that choose negativity, and that negativity has ate at their life, and instead of being a happy person, they're bitter. And bitter is just baggage that we carry around with us that continues to harden our heart until we have no room for even an ounce of joy. And I know I'm going really into depth about this, but I think it's important because I think honestly, we can all agree it's actually easier to be negative about something than be positive about something, and that really affects who we are. You know, it's really easy to go, well, I didn't make as much as I wanted to this month, instead of going, I am so happy I made a little bit of money this month to put towards a bill. Or say you burn dinner. Instead of going, well, we don't have anything to eat for dinner, go, you know what, I'm glad I actually have food that I can cook to give to my family to feed them. There's a whole thing that goes around, I've seen on Facebook about, it really actually is really good for choosing joy. It's the whole thing about the pile of laundry on the floor means my kids have clothes on their back. Dirty dishes in the sink means my kids have food to eat. And it goes on along those lines. And I think that is us. For some of us, it's just because we're lazy and we're like, well, you know, I have my clean dishes. Or, you know, my dishes aren't clean, but my kids were able to eat. And that is, you know, a different way to look at choosing joy. But I think it's just, I don't know, it's uplifting, not only for ourselves, but to all of the people on our team and our customers and our potentials, that we stay positive when we choose joy. Because if you're not choosing joy, people see that, and that negatively impacts your relationships that you're going to build. So, choose joy over fear, over anxiety, over worry. Put your business in God's hands, and I think that will help you be pushed towards choosing joy. And be appreciative of the small things that happen, because you can truly, I believe at least, find good in everything and find joy in everything. So that is my challenge for you as far as building your brand and choosing joy. Build your brand so that you can build relationships with others, and choose joy so that when you build those relationships with others, it's a positive thing and you're a light in their life. I think, you know, besides just Plexus and that, improving your life and improving theirs, the joy that you have is going to reflect and shine on others, and that's how they're going to see you, and that's going to positively impact their day. Alright, I'm done talking. I'm sorry. This is a 20-minute video, Courtney. I apologize that this is so long. Bye, everyone.